So let's start from there, because we usually get into your background. I want to get into how you got into sales and all that stuff too. But I'm curious. I'm gonna start right off the back. What made you come up with the idea of a live podcast?
Good question. So I've actually been in media for 23 years. And in that time and space, up until 3 years ago, I had never worked with a Black content creator. And so I was used to seeing how white content creators were treated. And when I say white content creators, I'm talking Larry King, Jane Pauley, and the list goes on with some of the people that I've worked with. But the level of amplification of their content, the marketing, the revenue that they were able to generate, not just from external sources paying to like tune in, but the networks that they were a part of, like what they would provide them financially, right? And so when I started working with like Black content creators on the celebrity side as well, I started to see like, y'all ain't treated the same way these people I've worked with for the last 20 years have been treated. Like, what's going on? And so the immediate disparity that like I noticed was key. Then there was one show that I worked on that was like a mental health type show. And the show had got canceled. And one of the listeners had wrote in after the show was canceled and said, hey, when I started listening to this show, I was recently diagnosed with anxiety and depression. He was like, I couldn't afford therapy. So this became my weekly accountability partner. This show became where I would check in every week to make sure I was on track. And he's like, now that this show is gone, what am I going to do? Where am I going to go? I can't afford therapy. I can't like just go and get help. And so that hit me like real hard, because I realized a lot of times like these large companies, they're just looking at the bottom line, like how much money are they generating and all of that. But for the Black community, I feel like a responsibility is there for us to have content and entertainment for people who need an outlet, who need a place where they're actually being healed. And it's more to them than just like a hee ha ha moment, but it's like healing, recovery, and being able to move forward and pursue their dreams. And so out of that experience, or those experiences, Alive was birthed.